What's good, chat? To another episode of the Goldblooded podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm KB. You may be thinking to yourself again, why is this nigga mad jolly? We transitioned from a game at which we just got belt to ass in, and we'll talk about it in a bit. But it's been a rather positive week when I come to look at it. But before we get into, we gotta ask our fellow guys, my guys, you know what I'm saying? Denver, Gifted, how we doing today on this fine Sunday, bro? What's going on?
This team does not control my emotions. I will not let them defeat me mentally.
Denver's defeated, chat. For those who don't know, Gifted, how we doing, man? How we feeling?
Like a Hall of Fame NBA player once said, "You won't break my soul." I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook also said it. But anyway,
that nigga's soul's broken. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Had an orange, had some water. This is the second take we've had to record because I saw the Wizards box score, so I had a little gag. But yeah, Boston hooped, man. I'm not sure if you want to get to that game at the very end, which we'll probably do, but overall pretty good week for the Warriors, though. So I'm not really too down.
No, yeah, I agree. I think that it was actually an overall pretty good week. The Warriors schedule, I think we played Washington, New York, Toronto, and Boston. So pretty much a heavy East Coast trip. They went 3-1. And one of the losses that we actually have is currently going on live as we're recording this because the Warriors are down 50 points to the Boston Celtics in an absolute belt to ass. So, yeah. So you feel me? To break it down, to go back into the earlier parts of the week, we can talk about this matchup here. The prevalent Washington Wizards, who are currently the worst team in the NBA, played the Golden State Warriors in a comfortable fashion win, in which it was supposed to be like the lines of Draymond finally gets to see Poole. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation about that last year, because Draymond was suspended. So when Poole came back, it was meaningful, of course, to see him back, but it wasn't as meaningful because Draymond was out on the floor. But there was some meaning to it because of the whole like narrative behind those two and their past and whatnot. But the Warriors, I think, played pretty well in this game. I remember to start this game, it was very the Washington Wizards got off to a hot start, and the Warriors had to like kind of climb back, and the bench did it. This was for CP3's also first game back as well. So, Denver, Gifted, what was your thoughts on this game in particular, bro? When we played Washington Wizards,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember this game after what I just saw.
Oh, you don't? Oh, crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. I remember a few moments of this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Not really.
That is fair. Gifted, what did you remember from this game? What did you recall? Because it was earlier in the week.
I remember Kuminga's explosion. He was pretty good in this game as well. Steph couldn't convert. Chris Paul was playing very, very solid in his debut. Hit some quality threes. We actually saw Chris Paul doing some actions with Trace and trying to get him involved more so than just spamming the Chris Paul and Dario stuff. So pretty good things from this team, considering Steph didn't have the strongest of games. So a good win is the main thing that I remember, especially the way that we played in the third quarter. We had a pretty good third quarter in this game too. So,
no, yes, I do remember that third quarter as well. I think one thing that I remember the most, chat, about this game in particular was that the Warriors bench outscored the Washington Wizards. And with CP3 coming back, credit to him, he really helped lead that bench offense. I remember in this game, we were like chanting, oh, bench glitch, because when CP3 comes in with the guys off the bench, the offense looks really good. People playing transition. Like everything looks really smooth and like a smooth sailing type beat. So this game in particular was a pretty easy, like good fashion win for the Warriors. I'm not like, it wasn't anything that was too crazy. The next game, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened in that game particularly. Yeah, Steph shot really bad as well. We're going to talk about Steph's slump in this past 4 or 5 games, honestly, because outside of the Laker game post All-Star break, it has not been looking good for Steph Curry in terms of his shot making and everything at all. He's been shooting career, like, now I'm not going to say career lows, but really horrible percentages for a caliber player that he is. So we'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, this game in particular was pretty was pretty like a solid win for the Warriors. I'm pretty sure the next game that we played was against the New York Knicks, I believe. I believe this was the New York Knicks. Give me just 1 second here. Yeah, so we did play New York Knicks, chat. 1 second. All right. So we played New York. We played the New York Knicks next, 99-110, and that's another. I will say this game was a lot more smooth than the Washington Wizards game, in my opinion, in terms of a few things. One, the reason why I think this game was a little bit more smoother was because of the defense that was being played for the Golden State Warriors. I think this is one of their better defensive games that they put out this season. In a game where, again, Steph, besides from his 3-point shooting, just really did not have it going at all. He shot, I believe, 3 of 8 from twos and had a 31-point game, 11 rebounds, but it wasn't the 31 points that we're accustomed to seeing. The shot making was there a bit, but his 2-point shot making just hasn't really been there this season in general. I think it just hasn't been a good year for him like that. But again, another elite game from Kuminga, 12 of 19, 25 points, played huge for us. I think Draymond Green showed one of his better defensive games in this game in particular. He was everywhere that game, honestly. He was truly everywhere, being extremely disruptive, not allowing guys like Jalen Brunson to get off. And speaking of Jalen Brunson's head-to-head, Moses Moody as well was spectacular for us in this game defensively. Now, the box score would tell you that offensively he wasn't really there with us, being 0 for 4 from 3, 3 of 9 from the field. But defensively in this game, he was extremely, like, a huge positive for us. He was making Brunson struggle a lot in terms of his shot-making ability. The length was bothering him as well, being able to just stay in front of him. And I'm happy to see Moody be able to come out of his shell and get these type of minutes to help have a positive impact for this game in particular. Now, what do you guys think of this game as well? Just you guys' thoughts about the Warriors win against the Knicks?
Yeah, I thought the Knicks game was pretty good for us, honestly. Steph had one of the weirder games. He started out great. The defense at the start of that game was spectacular. Played some really strong defense. Steph's shot kind of got lost throughout the game, but then he picked it up more in the fourth quarter. I mean, he finished with 31, 8 threes made, 8 for 18, 11 for 26, but he had some pretty bad misses in this game. Kuminga, man, I mean, the way he was attacking closeouts and getting to the basket, even if he got contested at the end, he was just finishing over pretty much everybody. He had a very, very strong game. And our team, like, defensively, they just look locked in wire to wire in this game. Moses Moody deserves a ton of credit, a guy that was getting a lot of DNPs, coming in to fit in for no Andrew Wiggins. He's playing phenomenal defense on Jalen Brunson for the entire night. I mean, the heart of this team to fight like that was pretty good to see versus a depleted New York Knicks team, and we handled business. So I can't complain.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was really interesting to see because they played spectacular defense on Dante DiVincenzo. Like, provided he did miss just open shots at times, but still, I think he shot like 6 for 20, something like that, 6 for 21, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even at the start of the game, like Gifted just said, the defense was really good. Like, I think we had a 14-0 start in that game.
Yeah, we did have a 14-0 start in that game. I remember. Steph got out. Like,
Josh had 18 rebounds.
Steph got out to an extremely hot start. I think he had a quick 9 or 11, something like that. And it felt like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like one of those games in New York where he was hitting 3 after 3 after 3, and then he got a layup, and I was like, okay, we might be in due for one of those Steph games in the Garden. You feel me? But it wasn't that. We got pumped.
Oh my god, no, Tom Thibodeau's a terrorist. Holy.
Yeah, Josh. If you guys look closely,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys see this, but there's a certain person who played a lot of minutes. And by a lot, I mean legitimately didn't play. He played all but 1 minute. And it was Josh Hart.
47 of the things.
Josh Hart played 47 minutes, chat, which is pretty outstanding. I
almost had a triple-double.
And he had 18 rebounds, 14 points, and 7 assists in 47 minutes of play. Tom Thibodeau is a terrorist. I understand you're down bodies, but damn, like, nigga, give the nigga a break. Like, I don't. Did they not? Did they have a back-to-back? Did they play the next day? You know how wicked it would be if he played the next day as well, 30+ minutes. That nigga does not care about his body. But not him. Tom Thibodeau does not care about his body, bro. And by him, I mean Josh Hart, bro, because that is ridiculous. But Jalen Brunson as well. I think he had a decent game, but 27 points on 25 shot attempts is something that you definitely do a good job. You're just forcing him to shoot a lot of volume, kind of empty the clip. And he did get a few off, but it wasn't those Jalen Brunson, like, I'm going to torch you in isolation a lot. Because outside of his threes, I'm pretty sure he shot, what is that? 7 for 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 for 18 from 2. So you did your job, honestly. You made him shoot a lot of volume, a lot of difficult shots. He wasn't able to get in rhythm. Like to Denver's point as well. DiVincenzo shot 6 for 21, 2 for 12 from 3. I don't ever remember this nigga having this much of a green light on our team. I wish he did. But yeah, he shooting 12 threes is crazy, even for DiVincenzo. But again, another comfortable win for the Warriors. Like, a lot of these games, I do want to like break down even more. But Chad, they're really in like, there's not a lot to break down in terms of what really happened. Like, the Warriors came into these games, handled business, and it was in a fashion where like it looked a bit, I guess, shaky in terms of, oh, they might blow a lead, but they got to stop in a basket, and timely baskets is what the Warriors did, and timely stops as well to kind of build momentum moving on to the next game, which was against the Toronto Raptors as well. And that game in particular, I thought was a really interesting game because the Raptors actually started off really well in that first half. I remember in particular the Raptors. I put up, I think, 64 points in the first half, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they did put up 64 points in the first half, but the Warriors go into Toronto on a back-to-back and beat the Toronto Raptors 105 to 120 in another fashion where it felt a lot controlled, especially in that second half. What were you guys' thoughts about this game in particular? I'm not gonna lie, I thought this game was pretty interesting.
Yeah, this was another weird game. I mean, Raptors started out playing very, very well. We were able to get back in the game. Chris Paul played pretty well in this game. I mean, again, he shot 6 from 3. I feel like the way he was able to really organize the offense without Steph on the floor, I was very impressed by that. Kuminga, again, like dropping 24 with Steph's 25. I just feel like we needed that extra punch to go along with things. And Moody, again, a complete game where he looked good defensively. He gave us 17 points. He made 3 of his 5 threes. I mean, we just got those extra fill-ins as much as possible, and it really showed itself more in the second half. Raptors did fight. I do feel like Barnes going down did impact a lot of how this game went towards the end, but at the end of the day, the Warriors on the roll went in and handled business. So again, we can't complain.
Yeah, hold on. I was about to change the title.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this was
change the text, gonna boost you game. I'm sure that you know.
Oh.
So, I don't want you to start cooking and then you're like, oh, I'm not here no more.
Yeah.
So this is the game where I believe where Steph was missing a bunch of layups, or was that I forget.
Honestly, he's been missing a lot of layups this year.
Yeah,
so fair.
But I mean, obviously, like you have to just say, Raptors were playing great in the first half. I think Scotty Barnes being out for the whole second half was pretty huge. But even then, Warriors still played a great second half. Jonathan Kuminga got going again. Draymond Green had his usual game. Chris Paul, I think this was his first game back.
No, it was against Washington. That was his first game back.
Oh, okay. So one of his first games back.
This is his third game. Yeah, his third game back.
Okay. Yeah. So one of his first games back, still, doing everything that you would expect Chris Paul to be doing, except maybe even a little bit better than at the start of the season. Lester had some pretty solid minutes. Moses Moody, very solid minutes, especially I think that's the most minutes that he's played all season at 32 in a game.
Moses Moody?
Yeah.
This was,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, honestly, you can check Basketball Reference to see what was his highest minutes like logged with the Warriors this season, but it probably is this game in particular. This was a game from Moses Moody that was actually like his best game, and to me, offensively of the season. I think in particular, what stood out to me in this game was the fact that earlier to start this game, the Raptors came out and really gave us like a gut punch in terms of they were coming out early, hitting their threes, just executing like time after time after time. And Moses Moody had our first 8 points or 7 points. Like he quickly got us back into the game, was hitting threes, attacking closeouts. And it's just the thing about Moody that like I really like about him is that he's another player where it's like if you develop him properly, you're actually able to create a little bit. Someone said comeback. There's no way, right? Am I getting trolled right now?
No. We're down by 54.
Okay, someone. I ain't gonna lie. That's a crazy troll. I was about if someone said yo,
I was laughing. I was laughing because like how it on NBA.com shows like the game leaders.
yeah.
Like to the side. Our game leader apparently is Trace Jackson Davis with 6 points and 5 rebounds.
Wait, he's leading scorer?
No, Moses Moody is our leading scorer with 11.
Okay, I was about to say. Okay.
And then everybody else is in single digits.
Yo, I was about to say, but anyways, chat, yeah. To go back to this game, yeah, Moses Moody was outstanding in this game in particular, chat. From in terms of what he was doing offensively, he kept us afloat when needed be. Then Steph came in, got it going early again, and then the second half, he really just took he just started to get cold in terms of his shot making. He was settling for a lot of tough shots. But yeah, shout out to Moses Moody. Klay Thompson, another solid game from him as well. He shot 5 of 13, but he hit his threes and wasn't horrible on defense. And honestly, that's really all I want from him at this point. I don't really expect anything else that he brings will just be like another plus up for that night in particular. So if he can hit his threes, play defense, I'm not really complaining from Klay. Kuminga, another great game for him. This game in particular, chat, he was making it a point of emphasis to attack Jakob Poeltl, to attack all the front court guys, find mismatches, be in the pick and roll with Steph, and just get easy baskets. KB, you know better than that. Oh, you're referring to my bad. I thought you were talking about the game. I'm like, huh? Yeah, Kuminga, shout out to you as well. This was another amazing game. And Draymond, I think defensively in this game, you couldn't have asked for anything more. 13 boards from Draymond is crazy at your center again. I'm not gonna lie. Just to be honest with you, chat, that's really insane. But again, another win, chat, where it was comfortable. You in the first half, you weren't really doing much. In the second half, you came out, you adjusted, and you actually played the correct guys. Oh, I forgot to also mention, chat. How I'd be ashamed to not mention this. Trace Jackson Davis actually hit 16 minutes for us and was a +8. And another thing about this game, damn, Trace Jackson Davis and Draymond played together. So both of these guys actually got to play together on the floor at the same time. And that's what actually opened up the lead for us, is because we were actually able to get stops, push the pace for the Golden State Warriors, and actually get some finishes at the basket as well. So Steve honestly did a pretty good coaching job. I think this was his best coaching game of this week in terms of either the teams that we played. Now I'm really like just yapping right now because I'm delaying the process of getting into this last game. Because I really, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I really, and I, for those who are here currently, I really don't want to talk about this game. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like it's annoying. You feel me? It's very annoying. But I gotta stand on business, as Gifted would always say every 2 minutes. So I will get to this game as well. But yeah, chat. So far for this week in particular, outside of this belt to ass that I'm about to show you guys right now. It was a pretty good game. It was not a good game, sorry. A pretty good week for the Warriors, honestly. Now, please just be aware of what I'm about to show you guys. Yes, this is the score for the game that we're currently playing right now. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me. So like Al Horford just hit 14,000. So niggas are just hitting milestones on us. This is what's going on. Okay, I guess, bro. So chat, the Warriors are currently losing 121-67 with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And you may be asking, okay, why aren't you guys just streaming this game? Just stream and thug it out. Bro, I'll be honest, we were down 52 in the midway through the third quarter with them hitting 100 points. It legit felt like an all-star game that was one-sided. You feel me? Like, it felt like the West All-Stars played the East All-Stars, but the West All-Stars actually played defense kind of thing. Like that's what it felt like. You feel me? And it was straight belt to ass. I'll be honest. The first 6 minutes of this game were looking good. I was like, okay, Steph's not really has it going yet, but you're finding ways to score. Jaylen Brown you're leaving him open, but he's missing a few. So I understand it, but I don't really like it. But you're getting stops. It's okay. Then we get to the last 5 minutes of the first quarter. And for those who are listening on YouTube, I just want you to listen to this carefully. The last 5 minutes of the first quarter, they go on a 21-1 run. And you're gonna be thinking, how the hell did y'all get a point? Just one. Y'all miss a free throw? No. The one basket that we made was a technical not a technical free throw, a defensive 3 seconds in the key from the Celtics. So we went a whole half of a quarter without scoring a field goal. Now, I've seen the Warriors go scoreless for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes even. Going scoreless for 6 minutes of basketball is absolutely disgraceful. Point blank period. I don't care what level of basketball you play. I don't care how bad your team is. I don't care how good the other team is as well. You don't score nothing for six minutes. That's outrageous. You don't. You don't. If you're looking at the score right now, Steph only played 17 minutes. He was questionable coming into this game with right knee bursitis. I believe that's what it's called. And everything else just hasn't looked good, child. I'll be honest with you. Our leading scorer in this game, I believe, is Moses Moody with 11 points. And our second leading scorer, I see someone with 10 points randomly. Is that Jerome Robinson?
Yeah, of course.
Nigga randomly has 10. So we're just chat. This was like I don't know if y'all remember, but in 2021 when we played the Mavericks in Golden State and we got blitzed early, it's the same vibes I kind of got, but you were on the road this time. Like it was horrible, chat. Honestly, credit to the Boston Celtics. I think they played amazing. They executed defensively early. Offensively, they got to what they needed to get to. Jaylen Brown, obviously, he was being dared to score pretty much from Draymond Green. And he took that as a challenge and scored 19 points in the first quarter. And this is what kind of led them to have that kind of run. And as a team like the Boston Celtics, who have been clearly the best team in the NBA, you just, you're a step above everyone else in terms of play. And it's not even just because who you're playing against with the Golden State Warriors, obviously the rivalry being there from the finals and just the tension from the two teams and whatnot. You came, you showed out, and you showed up, and it resulted into a very comfortable win, which was well-deserving. Jason Tatum, I believe in this game, he didn't really get himself going into the second quarter. I knew he had 20 points in the second quarter of this game in particular. I can scroll down to the box score for the Celtics. But yeah, chat, to be honest with you, it was, Tatum has 27 points, 9 of 13, 4 for 6. He scored 20 of that in the second quarter, chat. Now, to get my hate off, it wasn't low leverage minutes, so do I care? Not really, because it wasn't meaningful. But it's fine though. Shout out to JT. It is his birthday today, so happy birthday to him. And his birthday present was a belt to ass against his rivalry team. So how more sweet can your birthday be to beat the team that took a ring away from you and to do it comfortably like this in this faction, right? So shout out to JT for sure. But for the Warriors, again, unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't care how bad you are. I don't care the lack of secondary creation, the lack of defensive purpose and processing that you had going into this game. Losing by this margin on national TV is the most disgraceful thing ever. Disgraceful. I just watched the Hornets get absolutely punked by Milwaukee just not long ago. I ain't got no more words. I ain't gonna lie. Because if I talk more, I'm really gonna get upset. So Gifted Denver, what are you guys' thoughts on this belt to ass, man? You guys let me know.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Draymond Green Show. This is episode 41.
So that's I should take away from this game.
The Boston crowd is doing the wave. All right, I thought I'd turn.
They're doing the what?
They're doing the wave. I thought I'd turn it on again just to see
towel wave or this wave. No way. That's nasty. That's Niggas are so lucky we're recording because I would have went to switch to the game, but I literally can't anymore. So like, I don't really care. Damn, bro, these nasty ass niggas. All right, bro. Yo, Gifted, Mr. Stand on Business, Mr. I like watching games when we're down 50 and acting fake happy. What were your thoughts on this game, bro?
Mr. We're not getting blown out the building. Y'all need to calm down. It's early.
He did say that. He did say that. He did say that. What's your thoughts, Gifted?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm. Type shit. Nah, chat, he's cooking. He's cooking. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Nah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yo, Denver, how long do we let this run for, bro? Yo, how long do we actually let this run, chat? Yo, chat, he got up. Yo, this nigga. Yo, do we actually should we tell him? Like,
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know what like I don't know why he got up. I don't know why he showed the time either. Oh. Okay.
Oh my god. Nah, that is belt to ass. That is chat. That is belt to ass. That is belt to ass for sure. Mm. Okay. Yo.
Yeah.
Did he leave? Yo, does he know that he just gave off a whole segment and didn't say anything? Yo, chat. I'll be 100% honest. Hold on. Yo, Gifted. You said what?
I know y'all couldn't hear me.
Okay.
I noticed halfway in that I was muted. Okay. And I just said, "Fuck it." I'm gonna just keep going for it. I knew.
Nah, because you showed the time, and I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Yeah. I just, yeah.
No, but
to clarify,
give your actual explanation, because I'm not gonna lie, that's a good like 4 minutes of you just not saying
nothing. Yeah.
Saying legit nothing.
Yeah. So as a Warriors fan, I came in the game, thinking this might be somewhat competitive. No Porzingis, Steph pops out, and we just aren't seeing, certain things from this team. We come on those first 6 minutes solid, like it's going back and forth. Steph's not scoring, but then when I see Jaylen Brown get Ben Simmons coverage, and then I literally see a possession in the corner, Denver. I hope you remember this possession where Draymond literally does more of a shot contest when he's not actually shooting. Like Draymond has his hand in his face, and then when he rises up to shoot, he backs up. And I'm like, are we being for real? Okay, let's just see how this goes. And then next possession, turnover, Boston 3. And what happened? I did this on mute. Belt to ass for the rest of the game. It was belt to ass. The fact that they broke a record since Jim Crow era is kind of crazy. Not like, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Going back that far is crazy.
Breaking a record when we were separated as people is insane.
Is
I'm not gonna lie. You just
very insane. When your own franchise player didn't have any rights is ridiculous.
I'll be honest with you. That's actually going to set us back. So thank you to the Boston Celtics for setting us back.
Right after Black History Month too.
I hope you realize that in pubs right now, all the Celtics fans, they're saying a bunch of slurs.
We should have caught them in February.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
We should have caught them in February, to be honest.
The fact that like all these Celtics fans be mad racist, and I'm not gonna say all, but a good portion. And all the players on the team are basically like colored people, majority.
I just think it's crazy how they broke a record before color was on televisions. Like that's how much they whooped our ass today. So 82 points in the first half, bro. Crazy, 82.
82. I know if their team was asked, they would be throwing some crazy things on the court.
Like that's just
I ain't gonna lie, chat. That is basically what happened in this game. It was belt.
All right. Oh, we cut the lead to 49.
W.
I love how we're actually like live watching the score.
we are live watching the scoreboard right now. Yeah,
live watching the score, bro. But chat. I'll be honest. Shout out to Trey. He is a Celtics fan. You know, run your laps, nigga. Whoop de whoop. Your nigga still ass, but I fuck with you, gang. Listen. Chat. I feel like we went through these games mad quick, but I'll be honest, bro. These games were hella simple. It was like we came in, we did business, and then we came into this game and got the business done on us. You feel me? So like that's like that's
really what happened. That's quite literally what happened. Bro. Yeah,
honestly. And to kind of like we could go look at the Warriors schedule for this week. I know we play the Bucks the following game, so it's not like it's gonna get any easier. But you are at home, and that defense is way even. With Doc Rivers being there in a top 5 defense, I'm gonna chat. Nobody believes in this nigga.
So we play.
No one believes in this nigga. Y'all see me looking at y'all right now. No one
play before.
No one
between now and next Sunday. We play the Bucks, the Bulls, and the Spurs.
Yep.
All at home.
2-1 is very reasonable here. 2-1 is very reasonable. You play Wemby. I understand it's Wembenyama. Like he's the glitch, the demi, whatever you want to call it.
It's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah. The 7'5" Slenderman. I don't know what you ever want to call him. The Bulls you should be able to beat. I'll be honest with you. After tonight, no. I'll be honest. You can lose to the Spurs. You can't lose to the Bucks. I'll be honest. You can't. Because after tonight,
I'm gonna need Wardell to show up against Mr. Lillard.
Yeah,
we need to see that.
I'm gonna need him to show up. I ain't gonna lie. Not even for like agenda purposes. I need belt to ass for that game. Because what happened here, this is disgraceful. I'll be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, it was up. It was
disgusting. And I know the Celtics are the best team in the NBA. I know they're a clearly better team than the Warriors.
But Jesus Christ.
But nigga, have a backbone, bro. Like have some level of self-respect. You feel me? Like have some level of like, nigga, I'm just not gonna allow niggas to walk over me type shit. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Like I ain't gonna lie, to Zeke's point, that might be a good representation. I'll be honest. It was bad, bro. It was bad. Bell to ass, whatever you want to call it. You got Kevin gated. I don't know, nigga. Call it what you want. Like nigga, you got blitzed. Like it was horrible, bro.
I'm about to turn on the Meat Meal in a minute, bro.
No,
good Lord.
All in the
turn on Meat, nigga. First of all, you can't do that. We're gonna get copyrighted. But don't do that.
I'm not actually gonna turn it on.
I don't know if you were actually about to do it or not.
No.
Okay. We're about to bring up Trey, guys. To be fair, he is a C's fan. Trey, if you scream, on God, I'm bringing you back down.
He's going to scream. We know he's going to scream.
If you scream, I'm not bringing you back up.
This man never put the hoodie over his head, for you gonna still hear it louder now.
I invited you, bro. But listen, chat. Well, after Trey talks his talk, we'll get into the schedule we'll talk a little bit more of the schedule and what to look forward to going into that game as well. But yeah. We'll talk about
I'm gonna be 2 seconds because I'm at work. I'm not finna scream, bro. So don't worry about it. Well, look, KB,
What's up, gang?
I need you to stand on business for
And?
one time. You told me
Mhm.
Sunday when I said belt to ass to Dallas. You brought up Golden State for no reason.
Mhm.
Where were y'all at? Y'all came to TD Garden thinking y'all was
Mhm.
gonna put belt to ass. Who are you?
Mm.
Who are you? You're not that guy. You're not him. Stand on business. You're talking about some thank you, Dub Nation. I don't like when you run. Don't run.
Pause.
No pause. Don't run.
All right, he's gone.
You're running. You're
Take
running
it.
away from the belt. Don't run.
First of all,
I just want to say
it wasn't consensual. So let's just start there, right? That's the first thing. Second of all, I ain't running from no belt to ass. Third of all, don't say to another grown ass nigga, I don't like it when you run. That just sounds weird. Like, what are we talking about, guys? Like,
I feel
I
that,
don't
though.
understand. Like, we just don't like. That's something I expect at a Gifted. I don't expect that at a U-Tray. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But to Gifted, not to Gifted. Trace point. I did say I was really confident. I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. I was so confident about us going into here and getting at least a competitive loss or something like where niggas could come out and say, yeah, that was a good ass game. I was not expecting this game. So you can talk your shit. You right, bro. I'm not even gonna sit here and deny it. I was talking my shit. I said, yo, March 3rd, I got niggas. I did tell niggas about Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. Don't think about me. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. I may not stand on business all the time according to Gifted, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You feel me? And we did got our shit smacked. Pause. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Trey. Yeah, this shit is horrible, respectfully. And to get into the schedule, because honestly, to have a more positive outlook on this game, yes, you did lose, but the Lakers lost yesterday, so you still are 9 because you have a higher win percentage and you play less games. Phoenix just lost the other day, and on top of that, Dallas just lost as well. And Phoenix has the potential of losing tonight without Devin Booker playing OKC. So, yes, you lost to the Celtics, but another loss for Phoenix would hurt them even more. And you have a chance to redeem yourself on Wednesday when you play Milwaukee. Plus, you have 2 other games that you could actually win. So, even though this loss was very bad for you, you could potentially go 3-0 and look much better for yourself going into the further weeks. Because the schedule for you after this, it's just going to get easier. You're going to be playing mediocre, then good, then mediocre, and it's going to keep going like that. But to get into the schedule, this week we play the Bucks, the Spurs, and the Bulls. Not in that order. I think we play the Bulls first, then the Spurs. But chat, and to my co-host, man, what are we thinking about these games in particular? What do you think is about to happen for us, guys?
Well, I mean, we kind of said beforehand, I believe, that we could probably go 3-1. And I mean, we beat Washington, New York, Toronto. We lost to teams that are very good. We lost to Denver, obviously belt ass versus Boston. But now that we have the Bucks, Chicago, and the Spurs back to back, I think this is a much more important stretch. For my sanity, KB, I really want the Bucks win. Out of any other win, I really would like that win. Realistically, though, we probably go 2-1.
Who do you think the loss is to Milwaukee?
I think it's probably to Milwaukee. I think we can actually beat San Antonio and the Bulls, but the Bucks defense has looked better as of late. Dame overall hasn't been shooting the ball well. I wouldn't be surprised if the one game he starts to pop off would be versus us, considering how we guard 3-point shooters.
So fairs. This team is but the Milwaukee Bucks offense is still relatively good. Giannis is playing literally his best offensive season of his career this season. So
he's been amazing, dude.
It's gonna be really tough for the Warriors going forward into that game. But the Milwaukee Bucks defense since Doc Rivers appeared has been good, but I don't believe in that shit, respectfully. It's still Doc Rivers. They're still playing heavy drop. I think Kuminga will have a better game. I think hopefully B-Pods will be back because he said it's day-to-day, but I'm starting to get a little worried that he's missing. Hopefully these 2 days will allow him to kind of continue to get back into play for us. The Wiggins loss is just really hurting us right now too, bro, because it's been a really tough time for him. As a player who came into the season, had a really rough start. A lot of fans were saying trade you, and it just wasn't looking good, and you were on the trading block, and you kind of turned it around along with the team around the same time. And then you just have a situation where, your family and personal reasons. So honestly, all we can do is just hope and pray that Wiggins is okay. Hopefully his family's okay as well. and he could come back to us quickly because we really do need him. To be honest with you, but yeah, I think this can be a Warriors win. Steph if Steph plays, because I don't know if he will because of the knee soreness or the knee burst. Sorry, if he does play, I don't care if you're hurt, nigga. I expect a 30 ball out of you, respectfully. I'm be honest with you. I'm not giving you the like. I can give you a little bit of leeway tonight because I can see that like today you just didn't really give a fuck. But nigga, no, I'm not giving you a leeway against the Milwaukee Bucks, respectfully. If you don't come out and drop like I'm here, nigga, we can't lose this one type of game. I ain't gonna lie, all that slander, I ain't protecting you from, nigga. That's all you get. I ain't gonna lie. But to move on to the next game, Chicago. Now this is a back-to-back, Wednesday, Thursday. So
Kobe White and DeMar DeRozan free throws. Good Lord, man.
What do you guys think is in this game in store for this one? We played them early in the season, and I think we won in Chicago. Yeah. So what do y'all think is gonna be really the marquee for us in this matchup? Like, what are some of the factors you guys are looking into for this one?
Oh, very easy. Guarding without fouling, number one for me.
Yeah. Not letting Kobe White get going. Zach LaVine is out, right?
Nah, yeah, he has a season-ending foot injury, so
yeah.
he's not.
Yeah.
Because he was a player that played pretty well in the last matchup, so you don't have to worry about that.
I mean, ever since then, Kobe White's also played much better basketball, which makes it kind of tough.
Not really, but
yeah,
not really to what
player that I mean, I don't know. In terms of like player that we really wanted.
Yeah, I was just talking about. I've specifically heard Denver tell me like Wiggins, LaVine would be amazing for it. No, let me stop trolling. Yeah, I couldn't even get the grift off. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I couldn't get it off. But no LaVine does help. Obviously, we hope that LaVine has a smooth recovery with his foot surgery. It's been a really rough patch for him this season, honestly, in the Chicago Bulls as well. Being in a state where it's a bit of a gray area in terms of where they want to move, how they want to compete, where they want to tank. I think they should tank and just blow it up. Honestly, get rid of as much people as you can quickly as possible, especially Vucevic, one of the worst players of the NBA this season as well. Absolutely sucks. So I think you should come out. The point of emphasis should be, I'm really looking at Kuminga for this game in particular. Any matchup outside of Caruso guarding you, I actually like. Maybe not. I forget his name, but he wears number 12 for the Chicago Bulls. I forget his name in particular, but he's not really that good of a matchup neither. But outside of those two, I like every other matchup for Kuminga. This is another game where I expect big things out of our bench to kind of come in and like bench glitch it up type of thing. And this is another win that should be like, I'm off point now where the Warriors have been playing better against below 500 teams at least. So, nigga, you better get this one, respectfully. I ain't gonna lie.
Fire said, would you rest Curry against the Bucks if it meant you would win the next two guaranteed? With all due respect,
we don't have guaranteed
position.
Wins.
Yeah, they're not in a position to be resting him.
Yeah. There might be a stretch where you're able to like get it off, but you might be able to get that off against like San Antonio. Maybe.
There's no guarantee with this team, bro.
Maybe. And that's Saturday at 8:30. I don't think that'd be national TV. Okay, but
Saturday 8:30. Oh man, I can't wait for Wemby's. I can't wait for Wemby's first 30 rebound game.
Oh, you know Wemby gonna hoop against us, bro.
We weren't running Draymond at the 5 when we first played him, huh? We were running Kevon Looney. Were we not? Or were?
I think we were, right?
Yeah, I think Kevon. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, ass nigga. I never.
Bro.
There
are no guarantees.
We haven't played him. We haven't played Wemby since like November.
There are no guarantees for this team anyway, bro. I would not risk Curry.
Wemby when that nigga was not the same player, respectfully. So
yeah, he's a much better player now. So
yeah, chat. I'll keep it a stack with you. This Wemby is a lot different from the Wemby of previous. It's gonna be very tough going forward, but we'll see how long the Golden State Warriors are able to last with Wemby. Pause. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I had to bring fart back, but listen. The next game is the San Antonio Spurs, and we'll just let me rock.
Got him.
Let me rock. So the San Antonio Spurs, as we were just talking about Wemby, this matchup in particular, they are one of the worst teams in the league. Wemby's been playing some amazing basketball. One could argue this is possibly the best rookie season we've seen maybe since D-Rob. I don't know. I think it's up there in terms of rookie seasons all time. Whether you think that D-Rob season's the best or not, I really don't put too much credit into it. The nigga came into the NBA at the age of 25. So I'll give it like, what are we talking about here, right? He's a grown ass nigga with 401ks and pension plans. Like he was in the military, guys. He had a retirement plan already coming into the NBA. So is that fair for us to say that he was a rookie? I don't know. But listen, we played Wemby and them boys. Aside from Wemby, I don't really care about anyone else. Maybe Faisal, sorry, and that's about it. I think the Warriors can win this game. If Greg Popovich plays him like 23 minutes again, which he's been doing a lot, like just limiting him in terms of his minutes, that the Warriors could come in and handle business because his team is still very unserious. But I don't want it to be close because if it is close, Wemby will close the door on us, respectfully. I'll be honest with you. It will happen. But what do you guys think will happen in this game in particular?
Oh man. I mean, if we run a small ball lineup in that game, then oh my goodness.
If Draymond is guarding Wemby, that's gonna happen. I want you to know he's gonna put Draymond under Wemby first quarter. I promise you.
Under Wemby.
Steve Kerr is gonna put Draymond under Wemby. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be tough, man. Hello?
Right, you got it, big dog. You got it, bro.
Just like towering size, bro. I just don't like all the threes that we gave up versus Boston tonight. It's just so much size. It's just a lot to try to overcome. And to put Draymond at the 5 versus that much size, I don't really like that per se, but it's what's gonna happen. I'm fully prepared for Steve Kerr to put Draymond in that position. So we'll see.
Yeah, I 100% agree with everything that he said, aside from putting Draymond under Wemby. That just sounded insane. But yeah, Chad, honestly, I think that what? It did sound insane. I mean, look, listen, gang, I don't mean to like continue to drag you, but like, nigga, it's not my fault you say crazy things, respectfully. You feel me? So,
hey, man, it
a
almost happened.
Huge 3-part 2 loading. Man.
It almost happened again, man.
Oh man,
we were down 45, and he missed the 3.
Oh my god! But listen, chat. That's really, I'm not gonna lie. This pod I think was only for like an hour or maybe just a little bit over.
Yeah.
But that's really gonna do it. I'll be honest with you, because there's nothing really much left to talk about. In terms of like Warriors things off the court, there isn't really a lot of things to talk about neither. Obviously, Wiggins' situation, no one knows what's going on. All we can hope for that he is able to come back quickly with his situation being situated. And aside from that, hopefully the Warriors can come out this this week with a much better week, because 3-1 is good, but your last loss was an absolute disgrace, respectfully.
Third worst loss in franchise history.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and sub. Okay.
Yeah.
To the pod. We'll see y'all next week. Yeah. And for those of you who are catching this on YouTube and just aren't familiar with Playback, I can give you a brief run. So we do our pods on Playback. You can catch them live, and I will also watch our games as well. Every single Warriors game, if you do have a League Pass, you're able to come in and watch the Warriors play. So yeah, if you do have League Pass or a streaming service and you would like to come and watch us, the link for Playback will be in the description as well. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch y'all niggas next Sunday, man. Or sorry, next Monday, because that's when you'll be seeing us. So, nooses, man.
Peace.